the Philadelphia Eagles.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On second down now. Gant. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal, so they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Ford. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. From midfield now, here's Griffin. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Ford, touchdown, Pittsburgh. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Offside, defense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Patton. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. You look at this Eagle defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, Griffin. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Gant, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts going to keep it running right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 3 catches, 62 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now Griffin. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now Griffin. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
On second down, it's Ford. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, that makes them block just a little bit harder.
On first down, Patton. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Now a hit. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and 3. Griffin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Griffin. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Griffin. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hurts. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, he's looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's into space past the 25. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And now they'll shift things around. Now it's Griffin. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. Patton. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down. Here's Griffin. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. But first down, Hurts. This one left side caught by Collins. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down and 4. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he brings brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second and 5. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. 33 yards that time. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans had too much talent to finish the way they did, as a Week 17 victory can only get them to 6-10 with one game to go. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Griffin. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gant, and he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
On 2nd down now. Gant, and a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Griffin on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now they'll change things around before the snap. 2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 3rd down, Gant. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. He'll look to set up his blockers. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having 0 fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Drew Sanders in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
They'll run on 1st down. Ford. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts being chased at under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
They'll let this go deep for Collins.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
A gain of 3, second down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll drop to throw. Now he steps away. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll drop to throw.
He'll complete this one to Collins.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith
with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
Down the right sideline.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Steelers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one complete to Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. On 1st down, Gant. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
On 2nd down, it's Corum.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Up the middle they go. Gant, and he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd down and a yard.
Here's Griffin. Little pitch and catch caught by McDonald. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run on first down. It's Patton, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, Griffin. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now it's Griffin. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Griffin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, Griffin's going to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
An impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Pittsburgh,
they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.